Welcome back, everybody. Hope everybody had a good Christmas. Hope the holidays find you well. Uh, our Christmas was quite the freak show. Typical Clark Griswold family year for me. Uh, Before we get started today, I want to touch on that as well. Uh, again, this site here, I do this for pure enjoyment. Make sure you never gamble with more than what you're willing to lose. If you do have issues as far as addiction, make sure you get help with it. Um, Addiction is definitely one that tears people apart, and you have that through the years. And I mean that goes with anything: alcohol, drugs, gambling. Just make sure you see help. You're not just hurting yourself, but you're also hurting your family and the ones that are close to you. Uh, So today, let's get started here. You can see I've already loaded up about $50. Uh, Again, I don't play with more than what I'm willing to lose. I plan on losing that going in, and I foresee me losing that because it has been rough on here this past week. I've played a few times this week and haven't really been able to hit anything. But you will have that. Again, like I said, I do it strictly for enjoyment. Um, let's try some John Wayne first thing this morning. And this time I remembered, or actually, my son remembered to turn the volume down so we won't have that noise overlap
in the last video.
Yeah, like we had in the last video. Also, if you're into the Minecraft videos, that kind of stuff, again, go over check out his site, Rebel of Chaos. He's been doing some pretty cool stuff on his Minecraft here. Sorry for the delay in getting another video in for me, but like I said, parents everywhere know with the holidays around what a hectic time that can be. One more left to go, and that'll be the New Year's holiday. And with that being said, everybody please be careful. It's okay to go out and drink and have a good time. Just make sure you're responsible about it. Uh, please get a sober driver. I don't want to see anybody or hear of anybody getting hurt during the holidays. And on top of that, with the way fines and jail time are now, nobody needs a DUI. So just be responsible and be careful out there. Let us not forget it's a good time to blow off steam, and it's a joyous time of year for everybody. Um, so just be careful and be safe while you're out there. World's already messed up enough as it is. So, all right, let's get into this. Definitely want to change that bet amount. We'll put her up to $1. And let's see if we get hosed again this time. A little bit of a hit there. Not quite my bet back, but. And I don't know if it's just because my son's computer is phenomenal, but again, I love the way the graphics look on this site. They're just phenomenal. And again, we are not hitting anything. A little bit of a hit there on some aces for $4. Oh, some saddles. 930's the total on that one. So a little bit of a hit back. And again, for those of you that are not familiar with this game, the John Wayne is the highest paying symbol. As you make matches, things will move and drop down. Again, you need 6 of these dollar amount squares to go into a bonus game, and they're famous for showing you 5 and not the 6th one. Couple of nines there. A lot of dead spins, which is pretty much the way it's been all week. Oh, there we go. That's a nice little hit for 16. And there's times on here I'll play for less than $1. I'll play like 40 cents, and then I get so aggravated because like that hit there would have only paid me like $8. And you're like, oh, why didn't I just bet $1? And then again, this JW symbol is wild. Oh, nice hit there. 44.45. Beautiful. There we go. $44.45. I'm liking that. We'll see if she's got any more to give us. Well, there's 4. Like I said, usually if you don't have it by this row here, you're not going to get it. So I don't think I'm going to get it now.
You got one more, but not enough.
Yeah, that's the typical 5 they show you. Like I said, would have been nice if I would have got another one, but again, you'll have that. Little hit there, $3. Make that $4. And again, to get these prizes here, when you drop these down in the bonus, if you've got 6 of them, they'll say like an X10 on it, mini, or X50 minor. And that what that is actually that amount times your bet amount. So if I got 6 of them and one of them was a grand for $2,000, it would be a $2,000 win because I'm betting $1. If I was betting $2, it would be a $4,000 win. Needless to say, you don't see that a lot, though. Whiskey bottles. Would have been nice to get one more 10 in there. And there's my typical 4, but it's not going to show it. That is one thing that's bad. These games are, you can tell when it goes into that sweat, as they call it, whether or not you're going to hit that bonus game. 80 cents there. So, not to be preaching, but reason I touched on that in our opening is we were having a beautiful Christmas morning. Lots of fun. And let's just say someone that's close to us in the family, I have watched this person deteriorate over the years due to an alcohol addiction. Went from owning 3 homes, always paying their bills, was a very beautiful person, and just slowly has deteriorated throughout the years because of an alcohol dependency. It's lost everything, it's pretty much homeless. People don't even like having them around. Husband's got a drug addiction. Just typical story, you know, stealing, doing what they can to feed that addiction. And a lot of the family enables it. And every time this person's over, it just creates issues and arguments and fights to the point that basically it ruined our holiday. Because naturally when they're related, they're not related to me, but related by marriage, and it's the other partner's relation, uh, and you speak out about it, it creates a little bit of tension there, to say the least. But that's why I say if you or someone you know is struggling, try to get them help. Um, but that goes without saying, because I've tried to get this person help for years. To the point, let me preface it, I have been with my significant other for about 33 years now. We've been together since she was 14 and I was 15. And I have seen this decline go since I was 15 years old, and I am now in my 50s. And tried for years to help them, and they refuse help. So you can't help somebody that doesn't want to help themselves. And if it's to that point, there just comes a time where you have to step back and wash your hands of it and quit enabling it. And I don't think the entire family is to that point. About half of them have stepped away from it, but there's people that feel like they have to be obligated to take care of them for the rest of their life. And that just it puts a strain on your relationship with your spouses, with your kids. um so yeah, just it was a pretty crappy holiday for me. But that's why I said I'm not trying to preach. I just, I'm sure I'm not the only one that struggles with those issues around the holidays. But you just got to try to, once you've said your piece and made your point clear, step back and try to walk back from it. Because if you don't, it'll ruin your relationship. And trust me, it's not worth ruining your relationships over. They're apparently miserable and they enjoy having everybody else miserable with them. But enough of that. Let's get past the somber point here. We're here to enjoy ourselves. Again, I hope everybody had a good Christmas. I hope the fat man was kind to everybody and brought them what they wanted. I didn't used to be a big Christmas fan. The older I get, the more I start to enjoy it. I enjoy giving stuff out and seeing people's faces, and there's five again. I'm not going to get the sixth. Told you. It's pretty sad that you can tell that right away, but yeah. So hopefully everybody enjoys themselves, and I hope everybody has a happy and prosperous new year. And let's hope 2026 turns out to be a little bit better for everybody. I know 2025 was another screwed up year. We've had quite a few of them here. But eventually things have got to start looking up. And there we are with 4, and we're not going to get it again. Showed us the 5. Decent hit for 2250. And it always cracks me up when they pop that up there, big win. I know I'm only betting $1. And yeah, 2250 is a decent hit on $1 bet, but that is far from a big win. You start getting in the 40s and 50s, then I would say it's an okay win, big win, whatever you want to call it. But the little $15, $20 line hits, I do not consider them a big win. And there's 4 again, and we're not getting it again. We have had some decent line hits this morning, though, so I can't really complain.
You're almost up double what you started with.
Yeah, we've almost doubled. And here's the thing with this site: you have to have a minimum of $100 in here in order to make a withdrawal. What I like to do is when I am on a good run, and say I was to get this amount up to 200, and I know I started with like 150, so I'll go in and do a withdrawal for 100 and leave 100 in my account. That way I've still got money in there to gamble on. If I get it back up over, I'll go do another withdrawal. And unless that withdrawal's pulled out, it'll just keep tacking it on there until they deposit it into your account. So there's been times I've been able to accumulate 800 to $1,000 in there by doing that. But then you got to have the fortitude not to go in there and cancel it and put all your money back into your account and lose it all. Because I definitely don't like giving it back. So a couple little line hits there for 80 cents. Three we are down to. And there's 4 again. And I'm not getting it again, I can already tell. Which is funny, I don't understand the whole idea of the sweat concept. They know if you're going to get it or you're not going to get it. So I don't understand why. Well, they shouldn't know because it's, like I said, random number generated. I know people don't always feel that all the time when you're on a big losing streak, and I understand the concept, but you know, there's times that I'll sit here and I'll get so mad because I'm just on a big losing streak and I'm like, oh, it's rigged, it's rigged, it's rigged. They're not rigged. It's it's just the way it is. There are gaming laws in place to stop that. So, although I don't know how heavily regulated they are on internet gambling, but it is what it is. So what I'm looking at doing further down the pike, I've got a trip planned, hopefully in the spring, to go out to one of my favorite places again, which is Las Vegas. In the process right now of trying to contact a couple of the casinos out there to see what I can do about filming some footage out there so we can do some slot play in Vegas and hopefully get that to go through and post it up on the channel here. I love going to Vegas. That's one of my favorite vacations between Vegas and Hawaii. Those are like my 2 favorites. And if you ever get the chance to go to Hawaii, that is one I highly recommend. It's just such a relaxing time. We went to the Big Island, so we went to Pearl Harbor, and we had a couple activities planned every day. But if you wanted to go there and just hang out on the beach every day, I'm telling you, you would not be disappointed in it at all. And the weather's just naturally phenomenal there. A little bit of a hit, and I am starting to give it all back. We are already down to $65. Not good. I think we'll play this down to 60, and then we may look at switching games here because it's just not producing. And there's that times 50 minor. So if I would have had 3 more, that square there would have been worth $50. Yeah, I went past my threshold here a little bit. A couple more spins and we'll move on. There's 4 of them again. Oh, and we got it. We're in a bonus with a many times 10, so that's a $10 square there. Now hopefully I can hit something big in here. And then again, if you fill all the squares, it'll empty them, total them up, and the next set of squares, every block will be worth times 2. And it doesn't look like it's going to give me anything else. Oh, I got one there. So it reset my spins over here. That's your spin counter. Every time you hit one, it'll reset it back to 3 spins. Oh my goodness. I guess I'm done. Nope, we landed another one. They are just not coming though. I doubt it'll save me again. And I was right. So now it'll total my wins up. $23. Puts us back up to 80. So we'll do a few more backup spins on it before we move on. Another $2. And there's 5. I highly doubt it'll give it to me again since I just came out of the bonus. And I was right. Would have been nice though. Some 9s in there. Tens, some jacks. I doubt I'll get that one. And nope. It's my aces. And I think we're going to call it on the John Wayne there. So let's go back to the lobby. And again, just because I'm a big fan of the hold and spin games, let's try some bucks and does. This one you can usually tell right away whether you're going to get anything or not. It's another one of those ones where same premise as John Wayne, just different symbols. You only need to land $3 amount ones anywhere on the screen to get you into the bonus. There's that big times 2,000. They always like to show you that on the load screen. And I have hit that square before. Actually did it twice on the Professor Clank's game. And there's 2 of them, and I doubt I'll get that third. And there is a slim chance when it does that drop down that you can always drop another one in, but doesn't happen too often. $1.75 on that hit. This bonus here, though, when I get into it, I usually do all right on it. Fun little bonus. But it doesn't look like this one's going to give me anything. Some 10s, some jacks, $1.80. The reason I say it doesn't look like it's going to give you anything is because I'm not seeing very many of them squares come in with the dollar amounts on them. Usually if you start playing this and you hit 1 or 2 almost every screen, you're pretty much sure you're going to hit her. But we are just not seeing them at all. There's some 9s. Jacks all the way across. 9s again.
Win.
$9. That'll do all right. Puts a little more ammo in her. There's some aces and elks. And there's 3 of them. We're going into a bonus. So basically what it does is it'll pick one of the 3. Moose is supposed to be the best one as far as dollar amounts go, but I don't know. I don't always hit good. So what'll happen is the same thing. You need to land this somewhere on the screen to get it to reset to 3. If he hits the screen, whatever dollar amounts are on the screen will it'll take them all instead of just shooting one, because this one here, the dollar amounts will land and then it just picks one at random and awards it to you, and then it clears the screen for the next spin. This one here has a dollar amount in it with heart symbols below it, and each spin it'll move and land on another dollar amount and just adds it to it, and it keeps going until it gets shot off the screen. And then naturally these are your multiplier ones. And they will remain locked on the screen until it hits. Now, unless it gets shot off the screen, you don't win it. So just because it lands doesn't mean you'll win. And it'll make more sense to you here when we start the bonus. So initially, you will win all 3 that initiated it. So we're at $9. So now, since he's on the screen, it'll shoot every one of those again. And what you really want to see is that bullet symbol land like there. So now you see it just reset our spins. We just got another $8 because of him. So we're up to 25. The more bullets you land on the screen, the better off you are. So there we go. It reset us again. Oh, and it's going to give me the big one. We're up to 49. $54. This will be our last spin. Nope, we landed the bullets again and the hunter. Turning into a nice little bonus. We're up to 62. Oh, and I hate when it does that. It lands the hunter and only gives you 1 square. But that's all right. Oh, this is going to be a good round. $95 we're up to. And I would say it's done, but that's okay. That's okay. A $96 win.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And again, like I said, you'll always see my wins and my losses. I don't edit anything out. I don't sugarcoat it. And although this is turning out to be an okay session, we're up to $158. You have to take into account now, I've played probably 4 times this week, and I've lost about $300 this week on top of the 50 that I just put in here. So, that 158 minus 350, I'm still 200 in the hole for a week. So don't think just because you see a decent win on here, you're going to come on here and just make money. Like I said, I put a lot more into this account than I've ever won. There's been times I've won $6,000-$7,000. But then, and you think, wow, that's phenomenal. That's phenomenal. And then you go back and look, because Chumba, when you do cash out, they have a tab in there. You can go to my account screen, and it'll list off everything you've paid in and everything you won. And when you start totaling up those amounts, it's pretty sobering. But like I said, I get on here and do it for fun. I felt like doing a recording this morning because I haven't uploaded a video for you guys in a little while. And again, you see I started with $50 because that's all I was willing to lose after the beating I've taken this week. So another little bit of a hit for $1. And we will probably play this down to the 150, and then I will probably call it for the day. Another $2 win. Got some deer on there for 50 cents. There's another one of those dollar amount squares. We are coming down to the wire here. Oh, some queens. A few tens there. Some more queens. I'll do a couple more spins. Take her down to 145, and then we will call it from there. Some 9s and 10s in there. Some queens. Some deer. $153. There's one of them nice times 50 balls. And I think we'll do this as our last spin here. Oh, an 8 and a 5, but I doubt I'll get it. It doesn't look like it's going to happen. Oh, I did get it.
You did get it. There you go.
So we're into another bonus. Let's see if we can do anything on this one. There's $15 to start with. And there's that square I told you moves. Now it will be removed because it only had one heart on it. $27. And $32 on that one, and we didn't get any respins. But that is okay. I will take it. Do a couple backup spins, and then we will call this video done. As you can see, I'm up to 183. And I think we're going to call it right there, guys. So we are cashing out with a win today. Started off at $50 and cashing out with $180.79. Again, I appreciate y'all taking a little bit of time out of your day to spend with us. I hope the content is to your liking. Again, everybody have a safe holiday. Not a real religious man, but I'm going to give it up. Let's not forget the reason for the season. Again, be safe out there. Gamble smart, gamble safe. And once again, if you're into the Minecraft videos and gaming and that kind of stuff, go check out Rebel of Chaos. I appreciate all the help he's given me on getting this site up and going. And stay with us. If you like what you see, click that like, click that subscribe, click that notification. That way you know when I upload a new video. And I'm going to do a little more planning on my trips coming up to Vegas. Hopefully I'll be able to bring you guys some content there. I plan on doing a little bit of gambling at the El Cortez. Beautiful property. Also at the Grand. I do most of my gambling out there on Fremont Street. I just love old Vegas. Again, be safe, be smart. All the blessings up north to the Lord, and we will see you in the next video. Thank you.